It's okay. Off your mic. It's okay. She off your mic.
Chai! Now wow, people wey supposed talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us call them hate speech. But fear not, my ego don't come. Ingo torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. My ego diary politico, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. This one not the off in mind, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. Can in the touchlight every corner, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over Naira. Still them talk say make we off mind. But thank God say my ego don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo.
Hello there.
Ayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Ayegun diary, Ayegun number one. Ayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Good morning to you, good afternoon to you, and good evening to you from wherever you are watching from. This is Mayegun Live.
Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí. Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í kó níbẹ̀ o.
Thank you so much for joining me once again. Share this broadcast, okay? Invite your friends, invite your not so friendly friends, and then and tell them that Mayegun today like this broadcast. Share it. At the same time, drop your offering. Your offering is liking the video on Facebook. If you are allowed to comment, great. If you're allowed to share, beautiful. And if you're also allowed to like, do the same, because it is about to get started.
Ani Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one. Ani Esuraki. Mayegun today.
At this point, you can also read the caption of the broadcast, which I believe is what attracted you to the video in the first place. Now, beyond the caption, go straight into the description. There lies the body, the entire body that is going to guide this conversation tonight. So share the broadcast. Take your time.
And yes, we like
I go talk.
And yes, we like and yes, we like Presido Barufio. And yes, we like and yes, we like
Motivate you. May I motivate you for 1 second?
He said, "Go. I'm begging you. I'm begging you to tolerate. I beg this part of your master process. You be there, and the time for you, I will be youth, and I'm a youth. He said, no. I'm begging you.
Thank you very much. I am not supposed to be smiling because part of what I'm about to share with you tonight is actually a sad news. Fortunately, I can't wear straight face for 3 straight hours, 180 minutes. So you'd have to indulge me. So I'll give facial expression based on what I'm talking about, just to make you more comfortable, to make you a little bit comfortable, because I have been accused many times that my content are so raw and direct that I seem not to care about your mental health. I mean, people told me that sometimes they will listen to a program of Mayegun's Diary Political, and they'll get to a certain point, a particular story will get to them to the point that they might start crying right there in the corner of their room. And some, they will listen to some certain stories and they watch some certain videos that can actually put them in a state of a distress, worry. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to try my best then to never be too serious. Even when I'm passing a serious message, I can try my best to sort of diffuse the tension, get the message pass, and at the same time, keep your mental health. What Nigeria is doing to all of us is enough to make all of us go crazy and mad. And listen, 70% of Nigerians have mental health problem, but they are like generally like diagnosed. The frustration, the shege, and everything that an average Nigerian had to experience daily. Now, it's no longer limited to those who are living in Nigeria anymore. If you are living outside Nigeria, you are not spared. So this then means that even when the story is really, really kind of heartbreaking, yeah, and the human in you, the humanity in you, I get to touch that nerve. So there is a way I have to diffuse the tension. Sure you get. So share the broadcast once again. Thank you. Now let's start. So if you are just joining us, once again, I'm going to say good evening to you, because it is evening right now here in Glasgow. Good afternoon to you, or good morning to you, depends on wherever you are watching from. And this is Mayegun live. For those of you who have been following electoral matter in Nigeria, especially starting from 2015, when APC came in, you probably should be up to date with the usual, typical judicial battle that follows their elections all the time. And in fact, after 2019, or prior to 2019 election, when they removed a supposed uncooperative CJN or Nogen, they brought in a man called Tanko Tekinikality, a Sharia court judge or a Sharia court administrator, to become the Chief Justice of Nigeria. And in one of his, in one of their court judgments, Supreme Court judgments, the famous statement came that, of course, this election is rigged, but based on technicality. Based on technicality, they cannot cancel the results. In fact, the situation that Nigeria was in, according to Tanko Tekinikality, Babalawo Ife, the plane driver, he said The situation of Nigeria is like when somebody is driving a plane. You cannot tell that person when he's driving the plane to come down when the plane is already flying. That is why they cannot cancel the rigged election of 2019 that brought in Buhari. That was where the famous Tanko Tekinikality, Babalawo Ife, the plane driver. But again, this technicality played out later in this APC, Egbekegbe, launched by that Sharia judge, Tanko Tekinikality. The person that came fourth in APC, Egbekegbe, the person that came fourth in a governorship election in Imo State. Somebody who, in fact, let me see something. I want to say that so that I can be very factual. Give me 1 second, though. I don't want to say I'm offended. Now, somebody who scored one on, in fact, hang on. I think I have that copy here. Oh, no, I don't. However, I'll bring that up in a moment. It happened in Imo State. Oples Uzodigba, who came fourth in a governorship election, approached the court. He lost at the tribunal, lost at the appeal, and then he approached the Supreme Court. That was when Supreme Court became the INEC of Nigeria, sorting votes, recounting them, and then declaring a winner based on technicality. The people of Imo State have been seeing that shege under Oples Uzodingba since then. Not just the people of Imo State. Immediately, Oples Uzodingba, the Supreme Court governor, who came fourth in an election, right? The moment he got declared, Imo State became the gateway for the terrorism that eventually enveloping the region today. I'm giving you the timeline, Supreme Court being the final. You can go and get your PVC. You can get macheted, and then you can get chased by thugs and all of them. Eventually, right, you will end up in court where they will tell you, listen, for technical reason, they cannot stop Kolu. And I'm still coming back to that again. That's what Tinubu is really chasing. Not your vote. Not all of this whole thing. He wants that structure, the structure of that criminality, that whatever they do in your election, whatever, go and get 1 million camera everything. When it gets to the Supreme Court of Nigeria, you will see different plane drivers there driving the injustice that is about to consume Nigeria on behalf of Nigeria. Now, what happened? The Senate President of Nigeria, his name is Ahmed Lawan. Do you know him? Do you know his... Okay, hang on. I think I do have that one. The man on the left, his name is Ahmed Lawan. He is the APC, Egbekegbe's current Senate President of Nigeria. Okay? And the man on the right is also a member of APC, Egbekegbe. But why are we talking about him? They are APC now. That is what I'm about to tell you. Right? You see the man on the left, the Senate President of Nigeria, right now. At a point, he was going to contest to be a senator again. He is from Yobe North in Yobe State. But the cabal that are trying to turn the neck of Bodilon Shikin, Tinubu, the cabal decided to start sourcing for potential candidates that will then become the consensus candidate. I don't know if all of you remember that consensus at a point. Don't worry, I'll remind you and I'll show you. Consensus. Because those that are trying to uproot the neck of Tinubu right now, inside that asshole rock according to numerous reports, confirmed they want power to remain in northern Nigeria. So they started sourcing for potential candidates. That's how they met Rubber Stamp, Lawani. Now, when they met with Lawani, the plan was perfect. The party chairman, APC, Egbekegbe's chairman, was in on it and everything. And look at this guy. His name is Tunde Sabiu, young man. I think they said he's about 31 or so. Very young man. You see this guy you are seeing on your screen? That is the most powerful young man in the entire Nigeria. At least, courtesy, he is the private secretary to Buhari. Okay? So, what makes him powerful? I'll tell you. You know, Nigeria is, what do you call it? Is or you can call it the patronage system. You get? People are looking for what and how they can also benefit or get invited to the table. And we are talking about those who are like a big men, powerful men that you see in your newspaper. Big men, but you know, controllers of industries, or they call them captains of industries. So people who are like normally billionaires or this or, you know what I mean? Political heavyweights. If they need any favor from Buhari, after passing through everything, if this guy says Buhari has no time to see you, of course he won't see you. It doesn't matter who you are, including his wife. So that, and you know, the death of Abba Kyari further gave him that privilege. Now, that privilege is that he can go inside Buhari's office, walk out again and say, Buhari said, who you want to go confirm whether Buhari said that or not? Who are you going to call and say, okay, let me call somebody who is going to tell me whether Buhari said that or not? Who? You want to call Buhari? Oh, okay. You should have called him on the phone then. And then you realize that even when you call him on the phone, that is the guy that will pick the call. So this guy became so powerful. Yeah? And today, they are pointing fingers at him. Are you with me? He's a multi-billionaire, by the way, one of those who came from Daura, in northern Nigeria and all of them, right? Private secretary of Buhari. So, they met Lawan and they told him, Buhari has picked him as his successor. And he said they should put all the machinery in place for him. I'm telling you a true story now, before we come to what happened today. At that point, everything that they say Buhari said we should, whether na low, no, whether anything Buhari, anything, pass, stamp, approve, ni. I'm telling you. And you can tell the rate at which they borrowed money in Nigeria, the rate at which the Nigeria debt skyrocketed between 2020 and 2023, the one we are in now, you will fear. So he did the job, he delivered. But here was the plan. The cabal, they don't have any delegates, other than to see if they could make Buhari tell everybody to everybody form line. Go behind Ahmed Lawan. In fact, to prove to you that Buhari was in on it, Lawan was in on it. He was no longer interested in Senator, president. He want to be president because this Buhari said Lawan is going to be the next president, even though he's from northern Nigeria. They declared, they did something. Look at this. Consensus candidates. They announced it about 48 hours before their convention, the primaries. Inside the asshole rock, they announced Lawan as the consensus candidate, presidential candidate of APC. You remember? Come on, you couldn't have forgotten that. I'll show you.
The governor of this state excused himself, and it is within his democratic right to excuse himself. 12 out of 14 is a super majority. 13 out of 14 is an even bigger super majority. And the 13 are possible to the president today. And what our leader has communicated to him is a summary of the discussions with Mr. President.
Well, he said he was not consulted.
He was invited to the meeting, he had a clash, he didn't make it, we proceeded to make. Look, I have said this in this show over and over. I don't know why people assume that when you have 100 people, everyone must agree before a decision can be taken. That is the key to analysis paralysis. When a majority, or even a super majority like 12 out of 14 takes a decision, everyone is bound. There is no time that everyone will agree on an issue. It's part of human nature. But what is the majority view of northern governance? We represent the majority. We need a super majority.
Tunde Sabiu and this group, as they are alleging, prompted El Rufai and those governors who actually controls delegates to go and visit Buhari. When they got to him, after making an announcement, there was going to be the consensus candidate. When they met with him, you know what he said? He said, "No, I don't have any candidate. No, I don't have any special anything." So quickly, El Rufai and gang quickly used that podium, that Aso Rock, right, to say, no, we have confirmed. You know, they went there after that announcement. That was the beginning, Abi. But the man himself, Lawan, at a point, he said this.
Well, let me thank you for your interest in my screening and how it goes. It went on very well. I had discussions with the panel. I was asked very important questions about the manifesto of our party, about the activities of our administration, about my vision for Nigeria as an APC candidate, not aspirant, and my vision for Nigeria as the president of Nigeria from 2023, May 29. It was a very pleasant experience for me because I was looking forward to that engagement to express myself very well to my party through the screening committee on why I'm running to be the president of our great nation from 2023. Fundamentally, what are those issues that our party stands for? The APC, our great party, stands for constitutional amendment to make governance far better, to take government closer to the people, devolution of powers, to ensure that Nigerians get best deal in terms of governance, to ensure that more resources are devolved from the federal government to the states and local governments, make it commensurate with devolution of powers. We also
let me save you all the balabulu rubbish he said. It's quite a long video. I just wanted you to see him. He said, as a candidate, not as an aspirant, candidate, he was confident. Seriously, it was a done deal. But at the end of the day, this guy no even see first, no see second, no see third, not even fourth. So Tinubu had about 1,200 votes of the delegates, courtesy of El Rufai and co, who decided to fight back since Buhari told them, you don't get any candidate, you don't get any special person. So they just mop up. Amechi scored about 320. Pastor Ruga scored about 230. And the, the Kogi Evander Olifidi Yeye Bello. Yeye Bello scored, I think, 40, I'll be 41. This guy that was pushed, then that got the first set of high blood pressure that Kolu suffered. This guy behind it. And the second high blood pressure Kolu is suffering as well today in APC. The same people behind the first one are behind the second one. But unfortunately for Kolu, there is even like a bigger ones outside APC for him to worry about too. Only for everybody to wake up today. So you know what happened? When he got beaten, and he couldn't really like even get second or third, they went back to the drawing board. By then, his own party, APC, they have elected somebody else as the party candidate. That one bought form, filled the form, passed through their screening, went through the primaries, was declared winner. Immediately, Lawan, Senate president, came down from that IOS that the cabal inside the Aso Rock put him on. He just remembered, okay, wait, where's my Senate ticket? I said, what Senate ticket? There's no Senate ticket anymore. Somebody else has won that already. No. Why? Am I not going to go back to Senate again? Say, no, you are not. You are not going to have to come back to Yobe. That's when they started the abracadabra. Guess what? Person will not participate in primaries. He went straight to court. No, first, they just removed the name of the winner and put his name there. Which kind of thing be this? APC. What's going on? Remember, it's the anointed candidate of the asshole rock. According to, that was when that one went to court. He decided to take them to court. Like, what is all this? What, you know? Then the court said, the guy is the winner. Like, there is no document to back this guy challenging the winner. I mean, where your form? APC, they brought out a form for him. For this criminal Lawan. Yes, Senate form. They brought it out. Signed by the chairman of the party. Passed through all the normal procedure when the guy was running to be president. So all those documents were the ones he's presenting in court by saying the convention that produced that guy that won. Let me show you his face again. The guy that won, this one on the left is now challenging the winner, which is on the right, that the Congress that produced him in that convention, right? That committee that organized it, they did not get the right signature of approval to conduct the primaries. What about your own? They said no. The party then used consensus. What's going on? So they went to court. The guy won in the Federal High Court. This Lawan appealed it. The guy won again at the appeal court. When he won at the appeal court, right? Lawan now said, I will leave everything on to Allah. I'm not going to challenge it. Allah is this, Allah is that, blah, 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 blah. 2 days after that, they don't carry and go Supreme Court too. Is the job of the Supreme Court not to interpret the argument and judgment of the Federal High Court, the Appeal Court, compare them and make their ruling, Abi? That was where the technicality started. Person will no contest. He didn't contest election, no. It was not part of the primaries, oh. You know, what you've seen before, where like somebody who contested election came forth and Supreme Courts that acted as INEC recount and said, no, the fourth person is the number one. And the number one person is now number fourth. This one, no contest election at all. You know by form. Same thing happened in Ebonyi, where Devil Umahi was also deceived by the asshole rock cabal. Let me tell you that story too. Very interesting. When the pressure of IPOB and Mazi Nnamdi was becoming unbearable, especially for all the Igbo politicians and also especially the Igbo governors every time they are in Abuja. So every time they are in Abuja, right, they will be accusing them of sponsoring IPOB simply because they hate Buhari. Meanwhile, the states like Ebonyi, Enugu, Anambra, Abia, where else there? They were experiencing, right, pocket of Fulani terrorist attacks every now and then. They were experiencing that, but it wasn't as escalated as it became. So they now said, and Buhari loves so many of you, especially you. David, I swear, you are a very good man, gentleman, engineer, doing a great job. I have come to Ebonyi. You don't belong, you don't. The Fulanis are not allowed in eastern Nigeria. So they accuse their governors. They have said, you governors are not allowing the Fulani terrorists in your forest. So that was where I told you it's an interesting story, and it's a true story. So that was where Devulumai jumped in. When they put together a package and agreement to get Mazi Nnamdi released through judicial process, RNG, paddy behind the scenes. So George Wisoya release him, then Buhari will just release him after some people came together to sign a shorty for him. Sure, you get, it was all political arrangement to look like, hey. So immediately Mazi Nnamdi was released. Yeah. The next step was to call the meetings of Southeast leaders in Enugu. Do you know the facilitator of the meeting? Devulumai. So when they met in Enugu, they were expecting Nnamdi Kanu to walk in, right? And as typical, the door is closed now. So yeah, let's talk man to man. So they were throwing things at him like, listen, you have done so well. You are a great man. Buhari loves you so much. You may not know he loves you. In fact, he said, just anything you want, anything. Just say it. Do you know what Nnamdi Kanu was asking them? He listed 10 demands. 10 demands. Out of the 10 demands that Nnamdi Kanu asked from them, the last one is referendum for Biafra. The number 1 to number 9 is about what most of you are facing today. Economic poverty, underdevelopment of eastern Nigeria, the lack of presence of the federal government of Nigeria in eastern Nigeria, creating jobs for the young people, providing security for the generality of the people, providing them access to real economic access for the majority of the people of eastern Nigeria. Bring them into this, you won't believe it. They were like, waiting be all of this. What's this? Is that not what we are doing? We are governors. We are taking care of the people. We are trying to do everything. I said, no, you are not. So he wasn't asking for anything for himself. So at that point, they said, we have to reschedule. Devulumai is not getting anything concrete that he was going to take back. Well, at that point, it didn't take long. When they now said, listen, now that Nnamdi Kanu is not here, do you know that President Buhari is looking to make an Igbo man the next president of Nigeria? Oh, really? And he's already pointing at you. You are his favorite. That was when Devulumai, Lawan, that was when they all went rogue, using the position they occupy to impress Buhari and impress Buhari's cabal. You know what happened? Devulumai returned back to Ebonyi, started putting his house in order, and told his people there, we are going to APC. Really? Why? You are already in your second term. So why go to, you don't know that you have another election that it is at risk or something. Why do you want to go to APC? He was offered the presidency, first Igbo presidency. To now prove his loyalty, Devulumayi, that cried 6 months before he crossed to APC. He cried in Ebonyi, where 6 communities were attacked same time, and more than 80 people were slaughtered and killed. Devulumayi appeared in one of those communities, and in his statement, right, he said, "We gave these people everything they wanted. We provided them this. We provided them support. I am going to call all their leaders and speak to them. This is really, really sad. Our people didn't do anything. They said that those who came to kill our people, right? A day before they came, the ones that are Fulanis in Ebonyi, in those communities, they just packed all their bags and left. Then the day after they were all gone, the attack took place. This is true life story. Go and Google it. David Devulumayi and the Fulani killings in I just don't remember the names of the communities. Just Google that, you'll see it. It's there. 6 months after, Devulumayi carried the broom and he said he's now in APC. Why? Because he's the favorite Igbo to be the next president of Nigeria. So immediately APC said, "Oh yeah, everybody come and buy form." The cabal told him, "Go and buy the form now. You are the favorite. Go and buy the form." Devulumayi put together a Bubeagu. Just like we have a Amotekun in Yoruba land, in southwest Nigeria. Igbo governors put together a Bubeagu, not to hunt the Fulani terrorists that are making the lives of the people in the rural communities hell. They set up security outfit to hunt down IPOB. Seriously. You have no idea. Ebubeagu will go to a community. You know, people know themselves. It's all this politics that has brought in some wedge into the relationship of people. And most of this wedge that politics brings into the people are all facilitated because of the poverty in the land. So wherever your butter is going to, your bread is going to be buttered. If they say you should go and kill your brother, some are willing to do that. It's just like me knowing, AK, I know say you be OPC. This also I know who you be. You know that in area, everybody will say, I know you. You are Yoruba Nation. I know you, Baba. You are OPC. Alaye. So then politics happened. We need to hunt down all the OPCs because politically they are going to ruin our chance of being welcome to the table at the federal level. Oh yeah, so you that know OPC, so everybody come want to recruit security, and you start going there. Say, I know AK now. I know one OPC for my area. I know that Egbon. Now that Egbon I will first deal with. So now they put uniform on you, give you gun, and instead of it to go after criminals, real criminals, then you start hunting your own fellow brothers and sisters. That is the picture of Ebubeagu in eastern Nigeria. They just added to the terrorism, the military occupation. Here you get. The eastern Nigeria has been militarily occupied. Is there anything called occupied? Well, they occupied, rather. I think that's the military word. Eastern Nigeria has been militarily occupied since day one that Buhari and APC came to power. And thousands of people have been killed. Others have gone missing. So the terrorism that is really politically motivated, they escalated it to impress Buhari. That, listen, we can deal with all this IPOB, don't worry, we know them. Trust me, Nigeria is not breaking, don't worry. They didn't know that they are being used. So when they were done with him, Devulumayi is now a spectator, somebody with a clap behind the Bulu Bala, the sick old man. That majority of them are now saying that, in private, God knows what they are saying about Tinubu. But in public, they will clap, they will smile. Hey. You see what I'm talking about? That's exactly what happened to Ahmed Lawan. So when Devulumayi was running to become president of Nigeria, somebody else was contesting to be senator for his senatorial district. So immediately he realized that they've played him. They don't play all of us, Jerry. Remember to go back to where he come from. He decided to use whatever is left in the card. They always deal them. They give them all different cards. they deal them different cards, different promises. All you can do to impress us, just do something to impress us. Look at Kolu. Kolu impressing Buhari. Ayema Nikao. Devuruma returned back to Ebonyi and he started dragging the ticket with the real winner. As I am talking to you now, they don't use the power that be. Give Devulumayi person with no contest senatorial election. They don't give them senatorial tickets. So, all of these, I am saying them to you because even when you think there is a bit of a way out, these guys set the rule, okay? And they know. That is why they call it structure. Sure, you don't get it. When they tell you about structure, let me give you an idea of what their structures simply mean. Sorry, I may not be able to table them in the alphabetical order. Sure, you get, but you will understand what I'm trying to say. In Nigeria, when you talk of structure, okay, there is a category of impoverished, selfish, greedy, lazy, Nigerians. These layabouts are called political foot soldiers. Now, there are people who put them in that poverty state, using the instrumentality of a government at different level for different years, okay? So that basket, right? Those who put them there, controls them. Now, if you want to join, you would then have to bargain with the people who control those structures. And what are those bargains? How are they maintaining the structure? There is a poverty structure, selfish layabout criminals, turn by turn rogues who is waiting for their turn to loot and and steal from you. So that basket there, to feed their greed, once in a while, they feel call them, give them rice. Once in a while, they can call them, give them empowerment wheelbarrow. Call them, give their children scholarship, Wike, and all of those things to entice them until the election proper. So when you need that, you will then need to feed the feeder. You know what I mean? You will feed the person managing that demography that will eventually decide whether you have a structure or not. That's stage one. Stage two are the ones who are like now selected. They are called delegates in political parties. Their job and their entire aspiration in life is not about ideologies. Ideology we go shop. If ideology, they are those who are like handpicked by the feeder, who is like the godfather. Okay, so they are called delegates. Now, if you want to use that structure, you will also pay for it. Okay, so when you pay for that, oh, hang on, I'm coming back. Let me give me one moment. If my screen is blinking that way, it simply means that the battery is running low. So give me just 1 minute. Do you know that this Cynthia, this your, what do you call Cynthia Maxwell? You see this your super chat and the comment on it is really it's quite funny. And sometimes one really have to like breathe in, breathe out, okay, to respond to this kind of utterance, okay? Utterance is like this. Somebody even just said that Mayegun is sometimes, hang on, say Mayegun is xenophobic. I am xenophobic. Mayegun is, what's that again? Hang on. Just give me a sec. I saw it earlier. Just don't worry, please. I just hear. Say Mayegun tribalism, xenophobic, but sometimes speak the truth. I am, what do you call that again? I am a tribalist. I am a xenophobic, but sometimes I do say the truth. Can you believe that? Then, Cynthia, you are like, this one is here. That's the one I'm saying, like, Mayegun, is it that black people are not allowed to make changes to the world map? I must only dream within the borders European drill. Yeah, that's Africa, yeah? And which means that Nigeria is the identity given to us. A lot of us have kind of from art, we've rejected that. Here you get. But we all know that officially, right, whether we say we don't want to be part of Nigeria, right? Officially, we are still, except we are stateless, or if you have other citizenship and all that, right? Officially, you still have to be a Nigerian somewhere. But a lot of people knows that from art, I mean, many people's art, right? A lot of us have detached ourselves from what is Nigeria. Until that then comes to the physical reality. Here you get, we just have to what? We just have to keep teaching ourselves and continue to enlighten ourselves that, we know who we are. No matter how this artificial, no matter how this artificial boundaries, like you said, here you get. So that's why I said sometimes you just have to like breathe in, breathe out, because a lot of our people, right? Some said that let's say they call that thing in English again, comprehension. Here you get, comprehension is a big issue for our people, and sometimes that's why I said sometimes you just have to like breathe in, breathe out, because somebody who saw that or who saw this on the screen actually called me tribalistic, xenophobic. And I'm like, okay, being tribalistic means that I proclaim my tribe as superior over other tribes. That's not true, right? And then being xenophobic means that I turn tribe against tribes. I turn people against themselves because of their tribe or where they come from. That's being a xenophobe, Abi. But I have actually been like this, I've had Mayegun's diary political so if I'm tribalistic, then I should possibly just be championing for Tinubu right now, shouldn't I? I mean, I should. No be so. If I'm xenophobic, as we speak today, a lot of you are non-Yorubas. You probably would never feel comfortable around somebody like Mayegun. So that's why I say comprehension can be a bit of a problem for a lot of people. So thank you very much. Your country first. Mayegun is not xenophobic. And a lot of people believe that if you want to go to a platform where you come from doesn't really matter, and then you still feel comfortable around the conversation, okay? But if you think, talking about the criminal leaders, okay, your criminal leaders, depends on whatever, you see, that too is also a wrong argument. And I'll tell you something, right? I, who is a Nigerian officially, I am a victim of poor leadership. I'm a victim of a misrule. I'm a victim of a ruined country. And I have a right to express my displeasure against those who have contributed to that, to whatever underdevelopment or victimhood that the system of Nigeria meted on me. And you may have a different experience about Nigeria. We all possibly have a different experience about Nigeria. Some of you, when people talk about what they passed through in that same system, they are just like telling you tales by moonlight. Here you get. So we have different experience. So when I'm using my own experience to speak back at those who contributed to that. You don't turn around and say, because that person I'm talking about is from your tribe, therefore I am attacking your tribe. Do you understand? You don't turn around and say, oh, because the person I'm talking about, a politician, is a member of your religion, then suddenly this Mayegun is bigot. This because of them. But that is you trying to take painkillers for the criminals that should be held responsible for all they have done. Sure you get. So I would take that as out of ignorance, okay? And indeed, hopefully one day, because you know what some people believe, which is so wrong. I, as a Mayegun, today, I happen to be one of those remitting money back into Nigeria economy, subsidizing Nigeria. You see, whenever they say you have over 36 billion dollars remitted back into Nigeria economy, are you with me? I am one of them. Now, being one of them means when those who are supposed to keep Nigeria better, keep Nigeria safe, cut corruption, are you with me? And bring real development, something that brings meaningful to life. When they lay their hands on all this money through taxes and other extortionist arrangement they put in place, my money still end up in the wallet of the criminals controlling Nigeria. But you know what they do? When they lay their hands on those money, when they lay their hands on those money, they take them out of Nigeria. That's what they do. So here is the irony. I, speaking about the criminals, I am bad. And I hate Nigeria. But those who are stealing your money, you know them physically, you know them. Taking it out of Nigeria, dipping you in debt and impoverishing millions. You consider them as those who love Nigeria. That's the irony. But we know your game. We know. Don't worry. Thank you very much, Cynthia. Here is another one. How can you be tribalist when your ethnic identity was what was celebrated to tens of thousands of years and usurped by force and by force, right? And Nigeria imposed. Embracing your true identity is not tribalism. You get what I mean? I've just explained that anyway. This Mayegun is tribal because there are some of you. Let me tell you something. There are some of people, right? There are people. They are Yorubas, they are non-Yorubas, all, generally, they usually project their own bigotry on other people. Do you know that? There are Igbos that, no matter how long they have been listening to Mayegun, are you with me? Every now and then, they will still be feeling surprised. This guy hasn't changed. This one is a very rare Yoruba. But if you ask him that, that's tribal, that's some level of racism. So what is your impression about the Yorubas? If Mayegun, or you are waiting for a time Mayegun is going to say something that you're going to say, hey, I knew it, he's a Yoruba man. But I'm not a racist too. No, I'm not racist too. I'm not bigot and all that. So when you now look at somebody and say, now Yoruba man, they talk like this. Wow. I never knew that Yorubas are Yoruba. I didn't know Yorubas are very, very sincere like this. That's you being a racist, but you would deny it. Check your conscience. Same thing with some of you who are Yorubas too. You look at somebody and say, Omo, I have never met an Igbo man that is so honest like you. And they ask you, how many Igbo men have you met? No, not really, but I've heard a lot about the Igbos. So majority of you are that bigots too. So when you look around and you feel bored, you project your bigotry on other people. All you need is just a window, something, a slip, something. Let them say something. So you can say, hey, did you hear that? Did you hear that? I told you. He hates, you know what I mean? There are people like you, and I know how to deal with people like you. And guys, right, don't think I got distracted. I'm not distracted though. I purposely pick that conversation so that I could use this medium, right, to say what I have said. Now, I've told people I am not on there. I am not here for you to like me and make me, no. You can like me in the morning, and you don't like me in the afternoon because of what I'm going to say in the afternoon, what I'm going to say the next minute. But your job is to check, right, if whatever Mayegun says is a lie. So that's why I say I don't want to be your friend that is with that condition. So thank you, Cynthia, for that. Let's go back to Kolu and his own cabal and those who have become a part of the whole bunch. 84 people were killed in Katsina State. 84 vigilantes. They were slaughtered inside the mosque by Boko Haram just a few days ago. Oh yeah. Act like you are surprised. Pretend that you are surprised. 84 people. Oh my God. That was days ago. It didn't make any real news. And there were no reactions at all. So now that I've said it, you can pretend to be surprised. Like, yeah, pretend to be surprised. Because that's exactly what happened in Katsina State. Katsina is where Buhari comes from. He is the president of Nigeria. Are you with me? And now, I don't tell you, I don't leave devil. I just use Devuluma as an example of those who were also promised, used for the same APC, Egbeke tickets. So when they lost out, they ended up being senatorial candidates that they never contested for. But we are now in Katsina. Let's go to Katsina. Because in Katsina, where they slaughtered 84 people, they were vigilantes. They were vigilantes working with the Nigeria military, going after Fulani terrorists, going after Boko Haram. God knows who gave them the intel. Are you with me? God knows who gave the terrorists the intel. They ambushed them in the mosque and they slaughtered them. So Kolu was in Katsina today to commiserate with them after they had to suspended their campaign in Oyo State because of no fuel and no money. However, in Katsina, where Kolu was today, he gave them 100 million naira to support the victims. And then he also promised that he is going to provide and support the wives of the widow and widowers. I'm gonna. She been a woman be widow. Now man be widower. Now a woman will lose her husband, be widow. Because sometimes I told you, if you want to understand Kolu, you would have to calm down, pick every word by word, because as they say, he speaks the language of the gods. So he told them in Katsina, he said, I will take care of the wives of the widows and the widowers. Do you know what actually came to my mind talking about the widows and the widowers? You remember that my fellow widows, the APC, Egbekegbe, used against Patience Jonathan back then. Do you remember when they were like my fellow widows to display illiteracy and other stuff to us? That's what came to my mind, and I'm going to look for that clip somehow, and I'm going to share that ball. Not just that. Then he told them that he will ensure that they are safer when he becomes president. Buhari was there. Are you with me? Yeah, Buhari was there to say, okay, since I cannot provide security for my people, and today we are witnessing the burial of over 80 of them. You know something? Let's go to that Katsina before I started picking on that, okay? So Buhari was the first to land. Then I think to the waiting hall, Move that thing. I don't know which of them. It's called the thing I should remove, or the super charts, or the whatever. I shall remove something. Because immediately after that, right? I think they first went to a palace where he made the pledge. But some people said that the money will be paid in old Naira notes as the deadline for the changing and the spending of the old Naira notes. It's going to be the 10th of February. Do you know that the court just ruled this afternoon? Yeah, the court ruled that emefiole, that told people, you remember emefiole said, if you can't change your money by the 10th of February, you won't be able to spend it, but you can take it to the bank and they will change it for you. The politicians are asking the Buhari, Tinubu and co. They are asking the Buhari to allow you to be able to spend the new note and the old note together until June 31st. There is no June 31st, by the way, okay? But until June 31st. Are you with me? So a court judgment now came that emefiole cannot do that. He gave them 100 million naira. So let's disburse this money quick, before that deadline. Are you with me?
We can promise you wholehearted. Governor, too, thank you for consistent consultation and dependability on advice. Katsina withdrawal, growth, stability, and prosperity. We will be back here. We will bring the great history of the people back with joy and happiness. We will never go into money, the darkness of sorrow. Son, well, I thank God for the challenge He gave you recently, forgiveness. We thank God that you are still on the throne, happy and well-being. May God provide you a very longer life and keep you in good health. May God Almighty keep our president. There's no way you write about him that you will not mention Katsina. There's no way you talk about him that you will not be tied to Katsina. That is why, to all of us who are his followers, we have to know how we behave, have the understanding that there's a name that's as precious and as great as many other names.
What is Kolu saying? Somebody was asking. What is Kolu saying? Abashi, you go to listen. You want to pick what? What are you expecting? Like, you're expecting some reasonable thing for him to say something reasonable. As you said, you know well. If nobody talk, you want to listen. You want to hear what he's saying. Jema will say anything. Here is the part 2.
We can promise you wholeheartedly, no leader will be happy to see his citizens slaughtered or hear of it. It's saddening, it's painful, it's torture. But we take it as the wish of God. He is the creator. He dictates everything that happened to humanity. We are here. We pray. We live long to see the peace and stability of this country. Your father worked for it. He fought for it. He preached for it. He definitely will remember. If he's looking up to us in it from his grave, what is said about the stability of this country? He repeated it on hologram again and again and again. That we must come together. Start.
Okay. I am going to save you the trauma. I can imagine you are sitting down there and all of that. So if all of you watching that, you are more or less like traumatized. You know why? Because you are struggling to pick what he is saying. Abi, imagine those who sat there listening to him. Did any of you pay attention to the party chairman and Bello Masaku, the governor of Katsina? Did you pay attention to the two of them? Where they are listening to call like, Buhari was like, oh my God. Buhari was like that. Oh more. Egba microphone kuro Werey tori Ọlọ́run now. Egba collect microphone from this damn boroba shege bansake. I'll show you. So you are sitting down there, you are trying to understand what he is saying. He is paying condolence visit to the emir of Maikori or something where they killed 84 people. So imagine you who just watched 2 minutes. 2 minutes, oh. Look at those guys who are sitting there. I'll show you. Sorry, I don't mean to traumatize you twice. But hang on. I just want you to see that if you are frustrated, look at these two guys and look at Buhari.
We can promise.
Like I said, on the right is Bello Masaku, the governor of Katsina. On the far left, is Adamu Madamumi. Torito Badamumi. Adamu. Olorun Adamu. Now, Lagos Abobaku sang the song when they were doing the consensus candidate, when Kolu won't get stroke. And they said Adamu is the one with the list. Adamu is the one with the list. That Adamu is the one at the far left. Now, pay attention. The one on the right, at a point, he was sitting straight. He got to a stage, I will watch you. Just about 30 seconds,
We can promise you wholeheartedly, no leader will be happy to see his citizens slaughtered or hear of it. It's saddening, it's painful, it's torture. But we take it as the wish of God. He is the creator. He dictates everything that happened to humanity. We are here. see the peace and stability of this country. Your father worked for it. He fought for it. He preached for it. He definitely will remember. If he's looking up to us in it from his grave.
Emir won't sleep. Bokwari, yere wulo tebo, wulo tebo, wulo tebo, wulo tebo. That's what they say. I'm going to microphone lower with you to your lucky loon so. Finally, they took the microphone. And guess what? When they got to their campaign ground, this time around they spoke. But they were very careful never to let him spend long time on that microphone. So let's go to their campaign ground, right? Here.
As planned or not, because we are all aware about the sad incident in which people who have answered the call of the president, who have been supporting security in their communities, a number of them, over 40 of them, practically lost their lives at Bakuri in Katsina State, where their soul rest in perfect peace. We advise that rather than calling up, let us come in the presence of this honest crowd and offer our condolence and that of our party, so that everyone will come overcome, strengthen that APC is aware about the pains that occasionally challenges of insecurity can visit in our country. Your Excellency, we have wanted to do today to be a campaign day in Katsina, where governors will tell the nation what we feel about you. We work hard with you in the last 7.5 years. We know how patriotic, how nationalistic, how passionate you are in changing our country and all that ground suffering and suffering. But we will come back and do it on another day. Now it's time to do our condolence and pray that those who lost their lives gwamnonin APC suna miƙa tafiyarsu da shugaban ƙasa Muhammadu Buhari da ɗan uwan gwamnan jihar Kaduna da jama'ar Kaduna gabaki ɗaya, kuma tun jiya da muka zo an daɗe ana muhawara ko a yi kamfen ɗin nan yau ko a yi haƙuri. Haka ka duk da haka tun da mutane sun fara zuwa, wasu ba za su yi labarin an daga taro ba. A zo a jaddada gaisuwa da taziya ga waɗannan bayan Allah ya suka rasa rayukansu.
Anyway, let us go back to Katsina. Somebody requested for a music. Might go play some music. Sure, you get. That's why I had to give that. Okay. Oh yeah. Once again. Thank you. You see, I have to listen. I still have some clips to share. You know what I mean? You are distracting me. I like it. We need a break. So you should be using those break, right? To check if you have liked this video, okay? If you have liked it, if you have subscribed, I mean, I don't know if I should be reminding everybody every minute, but I will continue to remind those who haven't. Like the broadcast, share it if you haven't, okay? Leave the comment section for a few minutes. I beg you, just leave the comment for now. You will still hear me, but leave the comments. Go on there, share the video, like the video, then go back to the comment section and continue to comment. Come on. Let's go back to Katsina State, where Kalu had this to say. But before him, 1, 2, 3, like that, yeah?
wanda Najeriya kwata ke zaman jira na yajin Muhammadu Buhari. Distinguished Senator Ayu and Tinubu, the city board. Jagaban Nigeria, Jagaban APC, Jagaban Africa.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم APC I want to first of all conclude with Mr. President and the people of Katsina. Only yesterday, Governor another board is gone. Whether we should continue with the rally today or council, he said, if we council, they will appear to achieve their objective. There's nothing happened without the grace of Allah. We should take it as a crime without passion, as a crime
without faith in God Almighty Allah, we will continue welcome our president home, continue with our rally.
I'm sorry. I mean, I told you, stop expecting anything reasonable from him. Or maybe this part, you'll be able to decode this one better because it's like properly captured and all of that stuff. So listen, widows and widowers.
We will promise one thing and many more, that they will not win. The wicked shall perish. We will deal with them. We will definitely deal with them. No way. No way they will go scot-free. No way. Time is coming. And we promise you, the children of those who are left as orphans, the wives of the widow or widower, will be catered for. We will promise one thing. Alhamdulillah.
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 Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin.
Alhamdulillah Rabbil
Alhamdulillah.
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 Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin.
Alhamdulillah.
He don't cast last. Everybody go chop breakfast.
So Kalu, that we adopt, we'll support the children of those that were killed who are now orphans, including the wives or widowers. The wives of the widow or widowers are also going to be cared for. And that is why I said that, Alhamdulillah.
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 Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin.
Alhamdulillah Rabbil.
It's like saying, thank you, Allah. Thank you, God. God, I thank you. So that's exactly what the people of Ekasina were possibly saying, like, Alhamdulillah, 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 blah, blah, like that madman. Anyway, that's just that. Let's go to, do you mind? I'm going to take you straight to Enugu. Yeah, let's stop by in Enugu. And it's going to be, we're going to go to Enugu and we're going to stop by at the Adoration camp. Father Mbaka is back. He's back. And he came back just at the nick of time when Nigeria is facing Rògbòdìyàn. I picked something out of what he had to say. It's to remind all of you, no matter how hypocrite you've become and all of that, facts will remain facts. They are locking Nnamdi Kanu up illegally. Yes, they are locking him up illegally. And then you are praying for peace in Nigeria. You want to vote for peace in Nigeria. How do you match both? Injustice. Father Mbaka returning back from a seminary at the monastery in United States of America came with this message. Listen, he said he is the voice of God and he's warning them now. You see this word scarcity, this Naira change, and they'll continue the illegal detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They are pointers to some of the things that are still to come. People have been saying that the blood of the innocent, the souls of the innocent people that Nigeria have killed, they are seeking justice. They are crying for justice. What about the souls of the ones where they are alive? You can't do all of this and then suddenly say, all of us should work for peace. Show Yahweh. There's something called national. I mean, recompense. There's something called this you no call well tonight. But let's go to Adoration Camp so that I can see. You can listen to what Father Mbaka had to say. They chased him away the last time. You remember? But he's back.
In this mass, we lift our hands and pray for the full release of Nnamdi Kanu. Fewere chukwa kanisia. Oyi bembegare. Begere ibe ha bere n'azụ. Igbo Igbo na-atafu ihe a na-amara isi ya. Ụmụakwụkwọ amangazi, ndị ọrụ amanga, Monde akpọchi ebe niile. Ndị na-acha ya ọ gbasara ha, they don't care. How can you say you don't care? But you are a leader. You must care. So we put this as our intention. Chineke si mmadụ were onwe ya, mmadụ ụwa si na onye ha amanwe onwe ya. Chukwu ga-eme onye ahụ ihe ọ ga-eme ya. Isi ọ bụ na ịma ịrapụ ya. Then why the judiciary? There are three arms of government: the executive, the legislative, and the judiciary. And one arm, we say the other is useless. So please, I ask in the name of God and by the power of God that our leaders should quickly release Nnamdi Kanu. We cannot just be distracted by the new currency, by fuel scarcity. And there is a problem. Judiciary is dying. If the court can acquit somebody and somebody will say no, then the country is gone. It's a coup d'etat against judiciary. And as a man of God, I stand out to say, release him. Do the needful. Our people are suffering. A lot of suffering in the country. Perpetuated by our so-called leaders. I'm not a politician and I don't intend to be one. I'm a prophet of God. My job is to speak when God is angry. I will represent the voice of God in anger. When God is happy, I will speak and represent the voice of God in joy. The poor masses are suffering. Today is Nnamdi Kanu, tomorrow it can be you. And you go to court and court will say, release this person. And the governor or the president will say, no. If holding that young man will cripple this country, why not release him? Nnamdi Kanu's case is like a trigger in the gun. You must be careful how you touch the trigger when the gun is loaded. And don't tell anybody he's a nobody. He represents a people. And finally, the court has said, release him. Why not release him? Especially for health reasons. I have to render my voice so that when tomorrow the leaders begin to suffer calamity, they will not say, what did the Father Mbaka say? And remember, when I'm called into this service, I didn't take anybody's permission to air my view when God says, air it. When I cannot speak what God asked me to speak, then I have finished my job. Then God will take me. So I have not finished my job. Because we want to hammer today on generosity. It's all about giving. Don't use what God has given to you to mess up somebody under you. So I lift my hands once more for the suffering Nigerians. Everybody is suffering now. People will suffer and suffer to get money. And suffer and suffer and suffer more to take their money. And there is still a country. And tomorrow you say, for Mbaka says, why do you force me to say something? I am giving both the president, CBN governor, a mandate from heaven. If they don't want to react immediately and stop this self-imposed wicked suffering on the people, they will suffer. What a rubbish! Why do you multiply misery? People are sleeping in the bank to get their money. In which country has it ever happened? People are now selling money, not dollar. It is easy to get dollar now than to get Naira. Parents cannot have money to buy foodstuffs for their children. I don't know how many will be alive by the time the so-called new currency will come out. The new currency is not even good. The design, very poor. The color separation, rubbish. And everybody is quiet, thinking about the election. Will people not be alive to do the election? Will dead men do election? Horrible. Men of God, you better open your mouth. Nobody can kill a man of God until the time God says is over. So, I have come back from the monastery to see my people like Moses coming down from the mountain. Seeing his people in suffering, in misery, in sorrow, in agony. It's time to tell Pharaoh, let my people go. Every night, some parents no longer sleep in their houses. Either they are in the ATM station or they are in the fuel station. Wickedness. Pride is a killer disease. The leaders of the country, if you know that this policy cannot work, why not change it immediately? It's the government of the people. The people said they don't like what you are doing. It's not the government of Mr. President or government of this of the governor of wherever. It's not your government. You are not the owner of the country. You are killing people. What kidnappers and assassins could not do, you people are quietly doing. People are dying. Somebody will be sick to go to the hospital. He or she has to do transfer. Somebody who is dying. Network is not going. By the time the doctor will get the alert, the patient is already in the mortuary. Go to the rural areas. I think you could have developed Nigeria before you introduce this policy. Somebody who has not gone to primary school, you are setting algebra for him. You are setting engineering mathematics for him. He has not known 1 + 1. You are asking the person to do physics. How?
He don't cast last. Everybody go chop breakfast. He don't cast last. Everybody go chop breakfast. He don't cast last. Everybody go chop breakfast. He don't cast last. Everybody go chop breakfast.
I'm so sorry. I don't know why that is funny. I'm so sorry. I've been laughing. See, if I didn't stop that video, I may sit down here for like another 5 minutes just laughing. You see, you guys, some of you are not really nice. Some of you are saying that Mbaka, you know he's saying the truth. You know he's saying the truth, right? But some of you are saying that Father Mbaka, he don't touch him too. like say people would have to make transfer in order for them to put offerings in the church. But you know, everything is said is true. What people are going through in Nigeria today. And he also said he just came back from the mountains. That's like somebody will go America. And I can tell you this, right? Swear. If you leave Nigeria and then you are not part of the thieves, so you leave Nigeria and then you return back to Nigeria after maybe 6 months. You know something? Everything that happens for the first 10 days when you return, it go they do you like say you just curse everybody in charge of Nigeria. I swear. It will be like that's not the same Nigeria you left 6 months ago. Here you get. Like you are not part of them. You didn't go on a government vacation, government this, you know what I mean? Paid for by public. You just traveled out. It's not your first time you have been traveling, but ask those who are regular travelers. Ask them how they feel the first 5 days or 10 days when they return back to Nigeria, especially if they have gone for a long time. Here you get. You go, they do you say me, you just curse everything. If you get if you are inside your car in traffic, you'll be cursing them. If you go to anywhere to do something, anywhere, you'll be cursing them. If you are driving on the road, on your own street, the place where you know that's so the street be. First 10 days, you are on street. How can you? Oh God, man, I've returned back to this. Man, it no go better for all these our leaders. Until you begin to now recover. I say, oh, Benny, baby, this one will be Paris. Sir, you have arrived here since you have been acting funny since for the past 1 week, sir. I just didn't want to say anything. Any small thing, you'll be acting like say, nobody this Nigeria, we all day. Sir, wake up, you are back home. Don't they give all this complain. Put on your Werey cap. Now we they take crop from here. So, Baba, no, they you know be Oyinbo. Have you noticed that at all? Maybe I'm just, somebody said it's correct, so I'm right. A lot of you. I'm not even saying, I'm not talking to those of you who live outside now. All of us will live outside. I'm talking about those who get money to buy ticket and go for somewhere and come back 6 months later. Everything will be annoying you about Nigeria. No lights. You see police on the road. You see conductor hanging on the door. You see people, it's like frustration there, Labi. And you go just like, no be there you come out. 3 months ago, you come out, you go South Africa. You came back, you started complaining about how Nigeria is dirty. My area is dirty, Gonsha. I say, yeah, go and buy generator. Go and buy petrol. I say, man, then is, do people even understand what we have? What we are actually like, what we are sort of breathing in, that kind of thing. Suddenly, a person will go South Africa after 2 months to come back. Can't they complain about the odor? Can't they complain about the pollution? Can't they complain about the noise? And you begin to say, Benny, baby, they complain about everything. So why am I saying this? Father Mbaka went to America like Moses went to the mountains. When Father Mbaka, who lived a moderate life for about 6 months on the mountain of California, America. Where did he go in America? California. Then, for that moment, where everything just worked normally, Father Mbaka felt like, and my people are suffering. He's also a friend to Gandola, friend of Buhari and the rest of them, long story. But immediately he got to Nigeria. They say, they don't change money. Now police, now petrol station with they sleep now. My wife go petrol station. My wife go ATM, go sleep. The first withdrawal, I go take and go sleep for petrol station. They look for fuel. He said, have you reading about that? Why are these people? Baba, reading about what is going on in Nigeria is not the same as experiencing it, especially if you are returning to Nigeria this time. Mbaka realized that this is wrong. That's illegal. That's all. You know what I mean? He's always an outspoken person. Sure you get. That's what I like him. Okay, when he's speaking his mind, he doesn't begin to form Bible verses. Are you with me? To cover, he will speak his mind the way we speak it. Tomorrow, if Buhari show up at Adoration, if Tinubu show up at Adoration camp, Father Mbaka will tell you what God just told him about Tinubu, and he won't care. That's who he is. Sure you get. But the first 10 days or so when you return to Nigeria, you see as they give them, as they give them, and that last part where I felt like everybody go collect. Even this guy who once said something about Kalu Tifnumbu, that I know how to defeat godfathers. Yes, I know how to defeat godfathers. You people in Lagos, you don't know how to defeat godfathers. Let me show you how to defeat godfathers. But politics is now the one saying that the cabal want to stop Tifnumbu from becoming president. But do you remember this?
I don't know if he's the godfather of Lagos. It's up to him to say that. What I know for sure is that we have retired godfathers in Kaduna. And I have told those that asked me the question that there are 6 million registered voters in Lagos and only 1 million voted in the last election. So there are 5 million people that you can bring into the electoral playground and you can defeat anyone if you work hard. But it's hard work, it's 4 years. That's what I said. Now, if anyone feels offended by that, that's his business or her business.
So you want Lagos to follow your template for retirement of government?
I have no recommendations to Lagos. Okay, I am the governor of Kaduna State. I know Kaduna politics pretty well, and I play my role in my party towards the overall success of the party. I have no recommendations for anyone. I'm just saying that if I'm asked a question and I give an answer, anyone that feels offended by the answer, this is all business. I have no apologies. I don't apologize for my views. My views are thought out and I put them there, and I don't have to explain anything to anyone. This is a democracy. In a democratic space, there must be room for people to express their views. You can disagree, you can abuse me if you don't like me.
Kaduna little finger. Well, this was years back, okay? It's an old video. And I bet that's what is said is the same trick book discovery that the obedience want to use to defeat Tifnumbu in Lagos. You know, forget it. Defeat Tinubu in Lagos. What did they talk, Seth? Tinubu in Lagos is landslide now. But do you know something? Since Tifnumbu has been, ruling and running Lagos, okay, he has only been able to get just about 10% of the registered voters. Go and check their record. So when El-Rufai said to defeat Tifnumbu is going to be, but it's going to be hard work, but it's possible in Lagos. All right? The highest number of votes in the entire Lagos state over time has been just about 1 million or 1.5 million for all of them. So if Tifnumbu out of 1 million votes over time to rule Lagos, they have been like winning and winning based on numbers that are like 600,000, 500 and something thousand, 700,000 in a state with registered voters of about 7 million. So the likes of El-Rufai was like, no, all you need is just try and get about 1 million to 1.5 million people within that space, right? Just get them and get them to the poll. Like, do that. If you can do that, you defeat him. It's not that hard. He said that you will retire him. You will retire Tifnumbu. That got to Tifnumbu that year. He paid him. It was like, you the retire me. Yeah, come and try it now. And that is why the structure of Tifnumbu in Lagos, for example, you see the INEC person will go register you for INEC, or the one will go print your card or sort your card. Now Tifnumbu give him the job. Not directly, through the structure of Tifnumbu from local government level, from ward level to local government, from local government to state level. You will realize that INEC in Lagos State, for example, from 1999, well, maybe after 1999, but from 1999 till date, Kalu Tifnumbu has been the one offering more than 70-80% of those workforce. They have a way of recruiting them. Maybe you have to be Lagosian, you have to be living in Lagos. Then you go through some people and people you need INEC job, Abi. Who are those who can get you an INEC job? Can you just apply and get an INEC job? Of course you can't. So this is the structure. So what they need to do is to make sure that they cut out those of you who are going to pose that threat. Yes, you have 7 million registered voters, but they will try and make sure that, well, if they can make sure that 50% of you don't even first, go get your voter's card, you will never get it. You will never find it. So that is half of you gone. Okay? 3.5 million remain. Out of the 3.5 million, they already taken another VIN number and every other number on your voter's card. They've duplicated all the cards. Okay? So which means some of you will have those cards, but it will tell you that your name can't be found. Something can be done. This and that can be. All of these are called systemic rigging without having to shoot a gun, without having to even pay anybody for anything. So that's 7 million voters. By the time everybody now wake up to go and vote, the actual people that are going to be eligible for that vote, they may not be more than 1.5 million. They will narrow it down that way. When it's down, that will be then the job of their street urchins, their touts, the police, the military, and the rest of them. They will now recruit those ones to now attack areas that they believe that, despite the fact that they've cut your numbers of voters, despite cutting it down, some of you still posting some threats. Oh yeah, Lord, so that they won't count it. Oh yeah, go and scatter everywhere. Go there now. So anywhere you see all this area, because you know who are those providing them the data? INEC. Tinubu is not a genius, okay? What he does is that he is a corrupt criminal who learned how to use the system, okay, to rob the system. At the end of the day, it's a win-win situation. They don't have to give you money. If they give you 2 plots of land for Lekki, INEC official that is collecting 300,000, 200,000 naira salary, is now going to be a proud owner of 100 million naira worth of plot of land. 200 million naira worth of 200 million naira worth plot of land somewhere in a choice area in Lagos. Sheni. So the data that they will know where they are going to have problem or not have problem. Are you with me? Sorry, 1 second. So before you even get it, so all the data they need, they will be provided. That's why he's not getting that of the national. The whole permutation seems not to be working. And just like I said, it be like, say, the cheat book of how to run Kolu out of town. It be like saying that the obedient grab them. That's why I'm going to go to the obedient next now. Okay. So what happened? Ilorin today, where they gathered, and Obi was there. I want to take you to Ilorin, if you don't mind. Let's start from the airport, by the way.
We're on ground for you here, sir. I'm most welcome to Kwara. This way. This way.
You get it? Okay. If you don't get it, forget about it.
Ilorin. That was where his arrival. And then from there, it went on to see anemia. I'm going to share that with you too. You know, that's what we do, right? You get to see all of that, where they are outdoor and what they are saying and who they are meeting, right? The people where they press their neck, okay? However, let's go to that palace where he was speaking to anemia or being a sheikh or social in Ilorin today.
God, the best fathers of the year. Let me stand in the altar to listen to the Lord. First is to join a dear brother in Australia for Nigeria. That will take him. That will become how we know this campaign season begin to come on daily basis and stop whatever I have today. And these are those are the teachers who have to get. That's why I'm learning. The other hand is how this became as the home to solve. One of us are well known to one of us are your own. Everything for coming and we're going back and been today. We have to come to pay our respect to them. Unlike the incident, very
It's a long speech too, and I'm so sorry because the quality of the video, okay, the quality is very poor. And I don't think it's really good for your eyes, so to say. So, but there is a different one which is clearer, okay? And I'll play that one longer as well, all right? And then when I'm done, I am going to take you back to Katsina quickly. It's going to be a stopover. Once we leave this Ilorin and Obi and Dati and the obedient, okay? So I'm going to take you there because there's something they said that Buhari just told people that you should forgive them and support Tinubu, who is going to do better and correct every wrong thing they've done to you. Are you with me?
The Commissioner for Women Affairs of Kwara State, who died 2 days ago in motor accident. So sad. May her soul and soul of all the faithful departed, this facility to be able to meet with you. What we are doing now is a new politics. That is why we are bringing a politics that shows compassion beyond party. Young people. That's the new Nigeria we want to build. We don't want to build a new Nigeria where we divide ourselves, but a new Nigeria where we unite ourselves. That is why we're doing what we're doing. So we thank you for being here. A new Nigeria is possible. That's what Tati and I want to do. In the past 10 years, all Nigeria have produced is insecurity, poverty. There were more people living in poverty than any other country of the world. Unemployment, misery, scarcity. Everywhere is suffering. The Nigeria we want to build is a Nigeria where we will start securing Nigeria. We will secure Nigeria. Nigerians will be able to move around in Nigeria feeling secure. That's what we want to provide. We want to provide a united Nigeria where there will be law and order, where everybody will say, be proud to say, I'm a Nigerian. Whether I'm from the east or west or south, but I'm a Nigerian. We want to move Nigeria from consumption to production. Nigeria is not producing anything today. Kwara State is one of those places we will invest in agriculture to be able to use agriculture to industrialize and for export. With that, we bring down this inflation. Your money will be worth something. With that, we have food available to our people. With that, we'll create jobs. With that, we'll do export and bring down the rate of your exchange. It will be a win-win. We want a Nigeria where they will not have to strike. Yes, sir. God will help you. 4 years will be for 4 years and they stay for 8 years. It will no longer happen here. And those who came out of the university will find a job. They'll be doing something. We will support them. Today they don't care about you. Yes. We want Nigeria that cares about you. We have cared about them. They are the only ones who benefit in Nigeria. That is why the money they borrowed, we can't find it. It has been swallowed by a snake. By goat. No longer. We don't want the Nigeria where goats. We have slaves follow the money. To make sure that snake is in shoe. And our money is in the bank. Yes, sir. This year's election, they are going to come to you and they will tell you to vote for them based on tribe. Please tell them you are hungry. Tell them you are unemployed. Tell them you are suffering. No tribe buys bread cheap. Yes, sir. Yes. They will come with religion. They will come with religion. Tell them. They will tell you they are Muslims. They are Christians. Tell them you are hungry. You have no job. The students are not in school. All this resistance. Do not allow them to continue. They will give you money. Collect the money because of your money. It is your money. It is your money they have stolen. They didn't bring any money. So if they give you the money, collect it and vote for us. Collect the money and vote for Mama, Papa. They must go now. So we can have a country. And that is what you do. When you do that, you will be part of building this new Nigeria, where everybody will be happy. That is what we want to do. We want Nigeria where the election 19 days from now, when you go to vote, please remember your own future. Remember the future of your family. Remember the whole day in Nigeria. Only that and I are saying, vote for character. Competence! Go for competence. All of us say we can fight corruption. And we will do it because we're not taking government money before. They can't say the same thing. When you go to vote, vote for Labour, LP. Don't vote for them any longer. So we can stop poverty. So we can stop all the problems of this country. That is what we are asking you to do. The youth, the women, this will be your government. Every day they tell you, the leaders of tomorrow. At their age, they have refused to go. Chairman of APC is 75. Chairman of PDP is 70. Chairman of Labour Party is 52 years old. If you add me, add 30, add chairman, three of us are the leading people in the party. The final age, we were 55. 55. If you do their own, 70 and above. 15 years. Can you want 15 years? That's what we are saying. We are bringing governance down to your level. Thank you. We are bringing it back to you. That's why we are here appealing to you. Go out today. 19 days to go. Not just your vote, you are convinced. Everybody here should be able to convince the next 500 to 1,000. That is the new thing is happening in Nigeria. That new thing begins with you. That new Nigeria.
Jehovah carry you dey go, your husband down. Carry me dey go, Dada carry me dey go, my husband down. Carry me dey go, Jehovah carry me dey go, my husband down. Carry me dey go, Jehovah carry me dey go, my husband down. Carry you dey go, Nadi carry you dey go, your husband down. Carry me dey go, Dada carry me dey go, my husband down.
70 years old man.
Jesus is Lord.
Thank you for sitting through all of that. Obi in Ilorin, Kwara State. I told you that that's the most manageable video I could come up with. And it's manageable enough, isn't it? Right? Thank you so much. Now, if you haven't really liked this broadcast, especially on YouTube, do you mind? Take a minute. Yeah, take a minute and just, leave the comment section. Go under this video, exactly under. That's where you're going to know if you have subscribed. Even if your notification is on. You see that small bell? We always do on YouTube like that, eh? That bell like that. You need to tap it to come on. And you won't miss anything if you subscribe there. So remember that the coward, Tifnumbu and gang, they are unable to mention Boko Haram as the real cabal. They are cowards that would never publicly say the man behind everything that is wrong with Nigeria, that is wrong with APC, Egbekegbe, is no other person than Buhari. So, Buhari is being spared by the coward Tinubu. So first, Abba Kyari was said to be the head of the cabal of Buhari. He was blamed for almost everything that Buhari's government did. So Abba Kyari died. Then they passed it on. They said Issa Funtua is the head of the cabal. Then 2 years ago or 3 years ago, Issa Funtua died. Then they switched again and they said, no, it's Mamman Daura that is the head of the cabal. Yeah? Then Mamman Daura, one moment, sorry. Yeah, so Mamman Daura, they discovered that for almost 4 years now, he has been recovering in London because of a poor health. So no, we can't say that. So today, the Lagos Abobakus, Tinubu and Co. are now pointing at this 30-year-old boy as the most powerful cabal that is now making Kolu's life a total misery and making him miserable. His name is Tunde Sabiu. Of course, he is powerful. But would he do anything that Buhari did not sanction, and he is still there as said his principal secretary? They are all cowards, just like a coward Wike. Shebi, you know that Wike is a loudmouth who has been entertaining us almost throughout the 2022. I mean, one of those who made 2022 as worse as Buhari destroyed Nigeria in 2020, like all the years. One of the people who made the year a bit of something that you can say is not that bad. As bad as it was, some people were making us laugh. The Wike loudmouth and big mouth, coward Wike, that told Ayu and PDP that if them bond them well, they should try and suspend him because he's not adopting Atiku Abi. Wike revoked all Atiku's campaign rights in River State. Wike activated his own 3,000 special advisors on 2023 elections that he appointed. Polling unit advisor to Wike on election, 2023 election, 300,000 of them, paying them 50,000 each. So, the same Wike today has gone to court. Asking court, I beg, tell them, they no sack me. Oh. Tell them that they don't have any right to sack me. So he's in court. Somebody that ordinarily should know that I don't think there's anything PDP can do to him anymore. You know what I mean? So they've already seen him as a catalyst, as a person who can't destroy everything, right? But guy still go court. Oh. He's trying to stop the court. Stop Ayu. But they said that they don't conclude. You realize they don't conclude everything. You might not have noticed. Atiku is now banking on the North. The same North that Tinubu is banking on, okay? Atiku is now looking for 25% in southern Nigeria. You won't believe it. 25%. Can you believe that? So the 25% will be provided by other people in southern Nigeria. And then the Boloji that Atiku has been promised in northern Nigeria will make him the next president of Nigeria. Oh, permutation, no be me, oh. Because if not, why is what is suspension of Wike going to do to Wike anymore? Is already a second-term governor. In another 3 months, where Wike will not be governor of River State anymore. Sure, you get that's the longest. In another 3 months, he will no longer be governor. So why is he going to court to stop them from suspending him? My can't be like a life day after this office, and like as it is, dog eats dog. Baba, if now you be the next, if you as a dog, political dog, if now you be next dinner, you know if you escape them, they go slice you, put you on table, everybody go chop you. Be like say with the Wike is trying to like save his ass little by little, so that legally or no legally, it will not become more Rukon in another 3 months. Because what we heard was that if Atiku could become your president, with the Wike just better run away. You know that kind thing where you say you have to run away. Like first run away, no? Atiku Abubakar is hereby returned as your elected president of Nigeria. If INEC say that, where the Wike should not stay back to Mayo. If he stay back, they do drama. But the last week of May 2023, where the Wike must not be anywhere in Nigeria. You go see him. He knows. And that is why part of the rumor they are now pushing is that some people are trying to assassinate Atiku in eastern Nigeria. Can you believe this? So, Igbo sit down, jeje on their own. The criminal politics of Nigeria, they still go drag them. I'll tell you two things. The news is that there is an assassination plot to kill Atiku in eastern Nigeria. By who? Kill Atiku for waiting 19 days to your 2023 charity. Why anybody would go on kill Atiku to frame the IPOB? You won't believe it. It's crazy, Abi. I tell you, it's in the pipeline. And guess those who are flying it? Atiku and Co. They said they won't kill him for that. The second one, make I tell you, because of this election, you know that is why emefiole had to run away from Nigeria in December. When they don't finish in work, they don't finish everything. Now, what remained was for DSS to pick him up, handcuff him, cameramen and women. Oh yeah, take his picture, take everything. Yeah. So 24 hours later, they will say DSS don't release him. The embarrassment, the shame, he will just resign, go away. You see all these Naira notes and all of that, they won't be necessary. All this, while I don't go 2 days like this anymore, they will just say, yeah, stop him. So emefiole was being looked for by the people put together by Tinubu in this game of power fight, yo. Sure, you hear me? And you won't believe it. One of the reasons why the DSS was looking for emefiole, can you believe this? Is for terrorism. And this is where it gets ridiculous. They said they suspected that emefiole gave some Igbos some loans. That emefiole gave Igbos, Central Bank of Nigeria, gave some Igbo businessmen in Nigeria loan. So DSS now discovered that those Igbo businessmen and women that took loan from Central Bank of Nigeria, they are IPOB members. So emefiole used Central Bank of Nigeria to give money to IPOB. I know you probably didn't know the details of why they said they were looking for emefiole. Yeah, when they were looking for him in December and early January. They are looking for him for corruption, money laundering, and terrorism financing. Yeah, that's the package put together by Tinubu and gang in order to stop emefiole from doing what he is doing right now, as far back as December 2022, just last year. They accused emefiole of sponsoring terrorism. Guess who are the terrorists they said the emefiole is funding? He gave money to Igbo businessmen. And these Igbo businessmen, they are IPOB member, so DSS want to ask him questions. That's why emefiole ran away. And JJ Igbo people sit down. They say they don't get interest for this often. IPOB say they don't get interest. They are not interested in your election. Go and do your thing, but don't drag us into it. But now they still drag them into it. In the politics of Nigeria. I don't think you know that. Do you? Did you? Did you know that? Emefiole wanted for terrorism. Anyway, so talking about car wars and then the setup, the power play, and then the power game and the rest, that will take us back to Katsina, where I don't know if many of you remember that there was once upon a time, to those of you who are somehow in your ignorance, okay, or maybe your natural bigotry, you think that the IPOB or the Igbos are saying they want Biafra. then that sounds like the first time. Oh, that's sounding like, how can you say you want Biafra? You're asking for what? Well, back in the days, when these power mongers, crooked criminals from northern Nigeria, when they were out of the control for a moment, they were the first to start throwing this word. Nigeria, breakup of Nigeria is imminent to everybody just break up. Maybe they go our separate ways. So, sure, you get two of these guys are dead now. One of them is the president of Nigeria today. Look at the two at the top. This interview, this what do you call this? Tell magazine was a follow-up to the Modakeke Ife fight at the time. And when that was going on, they said that in fact, you know something? It was actually one of the horrible times in Yoruba land, okay? Because as Modakeke Ife were fighting, right? They said that the Fulanis as well that they collect inside that war. So that was when this one spoke out about. It wasn't because of Modakeke alone. No. In Lagos, OPC were slaughtering the Hausas, Fulanis, and all of them. Sure, you remember that OPC versus Hausa fight under Tifnumbu? Now, Tifnumbu won't teach all of them lesson that time that Hausa people go to think say they control everybody, they own Nigeria and all of that. Then try all this with us. They killed, burnt all of their stuff. All these videos are popping out today. So all this made them feel like Nigeria go break up. Sure, you get northern leaders then said, this country is going to violently break up. This was years back now. Look at their faces. And CC Ono then said, if we want break up, we'll break up in peace. So, well, history, they say, deliberately took them out of your what do you call it? Your curriculum. It's called curriculum, Abi. They took it out of your curriculum, and the villains are now presenting themselves as heroes. And today they can remote control you, brainwash you, and make you think what they want you to think, even without you probably noticing, because the bigotry is already in you, is there. So all they need to do is just to water it a little bit. You begin to talk like the canary you are, because you are conditioned to be like that. Look at that, too. Now let's go back to that casino. They're talking about cabal. You remember the other person who told us about cabal inside the asshole rock? It was Aisha Buhari. Okay? But you see this woman? She know they keep quiet. She said, Aisha is part of the cabal. Okay? Aisha himself is a criminal, a thief. That whenever the sharing formula goes wrong inside the asshole rock, Aisha will collect microphone and it will begin to give us content. Telling us everything that is going on inside the asshole rock. But you see this woman, we talk, say, Tifnubu don't shoko, well. At this to say, Arise Television video credit, by the way, is for them.
She reinforced what El-Rufai said. She agreed with what El-Rufai said. El-Rufai said that the cabal in the villa, and she confirmed it. But what I'm saying is this: she is also part of the cabal. I am trained not to say they did this. We are trained to name names. You have to have the guts to tell Nigerians who the cabals are. And I'll tell you why. One, if you look at, we are discussing, the hardest thing for Nigerians now is the question of changing this money. People are in a very, very dire situation. Even I had to know how to mobilize to send my mother ingredients, tomato and pepper. It's terrible. I am stressed up. So think of the millions that have to work daily to feed. But what is happening? They are talking about the cabal, and they are talking about themselves. They are saying, what El-Rufai is saying is that why is changing money is okay, but why now for elections? So is it about elections, or is it about Nigerians that are suffering? And whose election? Their election. This is the point I'm trying to make. So when they are talking of the cabal, her brother, Aisha Buhari's brother, same mother, same father, is the DG now or MD of Meeting and Printed. So what What are they talking about? When you talk of emefiole, central bank, the next thing you talk of is minting and printing. Her brother, same mother, same father, is the head of minting and printing today.
So that let them continue to use your head. I'm fighting for my country. Asiwaju is the one that's going to take me to my ask some other people. Aisha Bokwari Adamawa suicide bomber. No be me. See, Aisha came out, told everybody about cabal. There's cabal inside Aso Rock. Only 3 men controlling this country. 3 men. Adamawa suicide bomber. So now when the sharing formula goes wrong, Adamawa suicide bomber will be out there blazing, blasting, telling you everything. But Nalayo, she be Baba Werey, one of the criminals who have taken advantage of you, the Wereys also rooting for them. Aisha Buhari can buy your entire family Ashire that they use 2,000 naira to buy 4 years, 8 years of his future. Why won't you believe that? Because you are not the only person. Oh. Have you ever noticed that when this Masha Fani Ashire is on social media, who are mostly like Lagos, Abobaku, Soshogba, Limajiris, the Buhari Dins, the Buhari Diderins, Buhari Dinotus, and then Buhari Dijatus. I'm talking about all the Buhari idiots. Have you noticed that it's so easy for them to tell you, Tinubu can buy your entire family? I say, why won't you believe that Tinubu can buy somebody's family, entire family, when they use 2,000 naira to buy 4 years of your future? 1,000 naira to buy 8 years of your future. So why won't you believe that somebody that can afford to buy 8 years of your life with 2,000 naira, if that's how everybody's life is, of course, he can buy the entire family now. Sure you get. Why won't you believe that? Adamawa suicide bomber. Get we no get job. Sure you get. She no get job. The only job where she get be say she be nanny to an old Bokwari. Sure you get. And one thing lead to another. Bokwari no get job. They collect salary of the sitting president as a former dictator and then a member of the ruling class. So he's not working, he's collecting the salary of the president of Nigeria for years. Why do you think Bokwari will not get job? Was able to marry young Aisha, and like say Narat, Aisha just they drop picking. You know why? She was getting the best of the best treatment. Bokwari na illiterate. Like illiterate, sure you get. Forget about the fact that he's a former president. He's illiterate in it. So Aisha was managing his money. Guess what? As the people of Daura with Bokwari's 150 cows. Listen to this one. Oh. When they chase Bokwari out of Aso Rock and when they chase Bokwari out of government house in the Don Barracks in 1985, they lock him up for 1.5 years. When they released him, they gave him money to start a business. Guess what business Bokwari started? Farming, cattle rearing. As a Fulani man, he bought 150 cows in 1988. 150 cows in 1988. 150 cows in 1998. 150 cows in 2008. Along about 150 cows in 2015. Now, when he became president, the cow started changing. The cow no born, they no die. They no born, they no die. Aisha was collecting Bokwari's salary. She was living in London. You won't believe it. All their children are British. Do you know that? Do you know that? Aisha children, Yusuf and the rest of them, they are British. Do you know that? No, you don't. Werey. Aisha think been in London since early 90s. So once they pay Bokwari's salary, pension, Aisha collecting own share, live large in London. She's always been. Now, the moment Bokwari became president like this, you know, she won't enter him. But she comes to say Abakiari Day, Mamman Daura Day, Issa Funtua Day, and so many other greedies come who have actually come and enjoy their own turn. She can't give them problem. So whenever they want to talk about her within the old rock in the early days, They don't want to mention her name. Aisha. They didn't want to mention her name. So they gave her a code name. It's a DSS name. So they call Buhari Igu 1. I don't know if you know that. Any president of Nigeria will be called Igu 1. So when they say the Igu has landed, the Igu is moving, and the rest of that, yeah, they are talking about the president. So the wife of the president was supposed to get another code name. The code name they gave to Aisha was Adamawa Suicide Bomber. She's a problem. She's everywhere inside there. You know, she wants to be, and when she couldn't get whatever she wants, she will raise alarm. The moment she raised alarm, they will call her and say, come, what do you want? You can't be doing this to your husband. You can't be, you are embarrassing your husband. You are supposed to be an She's not like all this Muslim wife, oh. Well, forget all the packaging they did during the election, oh. Aisha na confirm. Sure you get, what you can say, what did they call those who marry old men again, oh? Oh, I'm looking for the right word. She was brought to come and marry an old man who is an ex-soldier, ex-head of state, and he just came back from prison and broke up with his first wife, Sarah too. He's lonely. He's running mad. He get PTSD too. He get mental problem. Oh. But if you are willing, you'll be fine. He has money. Okay, he has money. He will take care of you. So Aisha, young Aisha, at the age of 16, decided to just go straight into the marriage. She's never ever experienced all this Muslim northern wife. She's been living in the UK, raising her kids here for years. So she's not be that kind poor girl. They go say hardworking wife, hardworking kill you there. So she was interested in everything, and they didn't want her to be like that. Like, what? Calm down now. You be only you know they will be. Aisha know they obey. I been share. Because I cut everything. Everybody take your own share. And everybody come up at them. You they tell me say, calm down, okay. The last time this man became a leader of Nigeria, you know, last na 30 months, they kick him out. Calm down. So they will give whatever she wants. They will give her. So everybody now started seeing Aisha as a good first lady. She will raise alarm. I have video of her fighting with the children of Mamman Daura inside the household rock. You see, presidential villa, presidential house, the family, first family, and other workers and all of them, they call them the presidential villa, okay? Aisha come out for her husband villa, or president. She went straight to the other villa, inside the villa, other house, inside the villa, where the children of Mamman Daura lives. She walked straight in and told them to park. All of you park. My husband is the president. What are you doing here? I have the video. I just don't have it. I don't have it there tonight. So that woman telling you that she's part of the cabal, well, she's right. And that is why our husband, yeah, she's from Adamawa. That's why we call her Adamawa Suicide Bomber now. What do you expect? Do you think she's from Borno? Or if she's from Sokoto, now Sokoto Suicide Bomber, they will call her. If she's from Kebbi, now Kebbi Suicide Bomber. The Suicide Bomber in that name is, let's say they call that thing. Is just an indirect way to say she's a scatterer. She's a problem. She blows things up. She creates problems for Buhari. She embarrasses everybody. If she can't get what she wants, she will go public and just, you know what I mean? So they call her Bomber. And they cannot be mentioning First Lady name Aisha. Inazua, komi de komi Aisha. Inazua, komi de komi Aisha, bara obansa. They can't be saying all of that inside the villa. So they decided using the code name Adamawa Suicide Bomber. Go and figure it out. It's there. It's a fact. No kidding. So after what they have done, it was Aisha, same Aisha Buhari, that first came out and said, forgive my husband. I know my husband failed you. But it's not his fault, but people around him who don't want to tell him the truth. Are you with me? Have you forgotten? And now she came here, I think last year. This Aisha na Dubai she dey live. Nigeria is paying her bill and her children in Dubai. She only visits Nigeria. Are you with me? That's Nigeria First Lady. So immediately they said cabal, they inside that so rock by Rufai. Aisha uploaded the video on social media to agree with El-Rufai that, have I not been telling you, all these cabal people controlling everything. The cabal are trying to stop Tifnumbu, but her husband, Buhari, who is the real cabal, don't touch him because he didn't know anything. So that's why Buhari went straight to Katsina today, where 84 people were killed in his own state. And Buhari told them, and he said, I am very sorry forgive us for all we have done, or as we have failed you. You won't believe it. Buhari said that in Daura. In Katsina today. He said, forgive us. Ashiwaju is coming to come and correct all the problem and make it better for all of you. Some people said, Buhari is just mocking Tifnumbu. At least they will not turn around and say, he no do anything. He no join them. Say, forget that. Person when no say they don't fail. He's now telling all of you, no everybody, they look para you down there by fair or anything. Or make you kuku no let this guy come. But he's telling you, Tifnumbu is your next president. I say, sorry. Say Jagaba, say Jagaba.
He said, "Go. I'm begging you. I'm begging you to tolerate and make peace part of your master plan. You be there, and the other for you. I'll be a you, and I'm a you."
Jay, help us, oh, help us. There is God, oh. There is God, oh, God, oh, God, oh, God, oh, God, oh, God, oh, God, oh. God should descend, oh, today God will descend here. Nigerian women will not cry in vain. Nigerian women will not cry in vain. This thing will end today. My sisters, if your child lost, will you stay and keep quiet? Will you people stay and keep quiet? The president now is calling you, come, I want to help you. You don't want to appear. Will you agree? No. Now the first lady is calling you, come, I want to help you. Come to find your child, your missing child. Will you keep quiet? No. Child, there is God, oh. There is God, oh. The bloods we are sharing, there is God, oh. 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 It's okay.
Sorry, guys, right? I'm not pretending, right? It's really touching. I need some Wike's band. I don't know if you care for one too. I need it.
I'm Some people think say you dey do juju.
Is this a joke? They will never go free.
Them dey bone face oh yeah, Dabu them dey bone face for. Easy body yeah, so wicked they walk oh. You know, as I'm watching you on television now, it dey pain them. That is all. And they sweet when they see me appear like this, it dey pain them. And I promise them, I'm here to bury them. I see they pain them, they sweet us. I see they rain us, they pay. When you say, I see they pain them, they sweet us. I see they sweet us, they go they pay. I see they pain them, they sweet us. Face me and face you.
Sorry, I do that when I'm almost done. Okay, we've come to the close of the chart. Well, I can steal another 5 minutes. Okay, let me steal another 5 minutes of your time, because somebody asked, Mayegun, what is the update on this the Yaonidiri's stuff? And I was like, hey, you shouldn't have mentioned the name. But I remember that yesterday, right? We saw the news of the Yoruba nation agitators arrested by the Lagos State Police in Lagos. So when I reported that, I said, when you look at their chest, you will see the Ilanomo Odua's logo, which is their, you know what I mean? So automatically you'll be like, with their members. But they were members, they were together until Yaonidiri or Baba Akintoye, sure you get. They told us that they are one, they were together, especially when we were signing petition and all of that, sure you get. So I then discovered that no, they are not. I didn't know that. Immediately I see those shirts and I saw those, yeah, I was like, okay, well, these are, and I made it clear that they didn't do anything wrong. But here is what happened. So people said, no. Those people are not Ilano. The people arrested, the people that the police arrested in Ikeja yesterday, they were the children of Yaonidiri. So what happened? I'll tell you. Towards the end of last year, okay, there were this raging rumor, okay, as well as raging propaganda. So the propaganda then was 5 million Yorubas, okay, signed a petition that we want to leave Nigeria, right? That because the 5 million Yorubas have already signed, there is no need for any referendum. There is no need for anything anymore, just declaration. So they started announcing that they were going to declare Yoruba nation by December. You know the story, oh. That was where I came in, like, Awolowo Family. They are taking this thing now. They are taking this too far, especially when you know that majority of those who are encouraging people and telling them all of this, they are not in Nigeria, okay? They are outside Nigeria. Yaonidiri and the rest of them, they are not in Nigeria. Akintoye and the rest of them, they are not in Nigeria. But because social media allow us to connect like this easily, okay? So a lot of people believe that these guys are going to declare. So if you say, no, there's nothing like that, that's not how it works. You need to defend that. Shut up, Joe. Shut up. Do you think you know everything? Mama Waonidiri said it was a pure joke, pure laughing stock. And they abused me too for telling them. I said, they are lying to you. There's nothing like a declaration of anything. These guys are jokers. Shut up your mouth. This Mayegun, you are enemy. Okay, I'll save you that. Now, fast forward towards the end of December. We saw grown-up men. I'm talking about grown-up adults, men and women. They are not young people. People who are actually like should be matured. Some of them believe say they have to go and take over the Lagos airport, take over Apapa Port, take over Third Mainland Bridge. So that when they start attacking everybody, in Yoruba land, they would attack everything. If the military come, all they need to do was to just run to police station where some Yorubas, loyal Yorubas, who are in the military and police, they are waiting for them. They will just open the armory for all of them. And so, take on, start fighting. That's it. I didn't know that people believe them until I started hearing people countering me, telling me that if I don't understand what is going on, I should shut up my mouth. That they have done so much work already. In fact, Onidiri was already assembling the army that will defend Yoruba land when they declare Yoruba nation. You know the story, Abi? I just have to give you that recap. Fast forward to 2023. They started abusing themselves. They started attacking themselves. Who was the person who didn't allow them to declare? Who was the person that is sabotaging the declaration? They started pointing fingers, only to discover that the total number of signatures, they were not even up to 300,000 signatures. So they hid all of that. Shit hit the fan. A lot of people now discovered that they were lying to them. But not all of them discovered. Because immediately from declaration, they said, no, the declaration is done already. Baba won Akintoye to declare already. Iya won Onidiri to declare. It was a pure mess. A serious shit show. So in 2023, so they switch from declaration to occupation. Are you with me? So right now, so they are now raising money on social media, okay? That they want to start occupying the Yoruba land until Lagos state government will give them Yoruba nation. Until Buhari will give them Yoruba nation. Until Shah give them Yoruba nation. So I didn't know it was them. I want occupy till I come. So I want occupy till I come. There are those people at Ikeja that got arrested by the police. Because when they were going to Ikeja, they mobilized them, they gave them money. So when they were going to Ikeja, they carried their generators. They came with a tent, okay? They came with their food, bread, all of that. Then a van, pot, cooking pot and everything. Because that was what they discussed on their social media theater group about Yoruba nation. Sure you get. So when they agreed, they said that the people will occupy, so they need to provide food for them. They need to support them because they are the people fighting for Yoruba land. So there were those who went to Ikeja. But the news said Yoruba nation agitators were arrested. Sure you guys. So I think what they are doing right now is they're telling themselves that Nigeria is shaking. The moment Nigeria heard the news that they are going to occupy everywhere, millions of Yorubas are going to occupy everywhere until we occupy till I come. So now they are raising money for lawyers. So if you come across anywhere where they are raising money for our brothers and sisters that were misled to go and carry everything, to go and sit down at Ikeja roundabouts, demanding for Yoruba nation. If you see where they are raising money, I'm not mocking them all, even though they are like they are just stupid people. Sure, you get that's not how things are done. Majority of those who listen to them are as stupid as them. I don't care if you listen to them and you listen to Mayegun, you must be that so foolish that you actually believe those charlatans. You believe what those charlatans tells you. I mean, I can't even imagine it. It's like me sitting down here telling you, I am going to declare Yoruba nation by December. Nigeria will take it, and then you start believing me. As if to say, that's actually how it is done. Again, trouble. Oh. So if you see where they are raising money to help them, I beg, help them. If you see links, send them to me. I will donate. Because what they are looking for right now is that all the food, the bread that they bought, all the bread, all the food, everything, they carry everything, go station. And you would know they won't want food to spoil. Some now said that they are eating the food inside the cells now. Okay. They even said that they signed a defense contract for Yoruba land so that if any Nigerian police touch anybody for Yoruba nation, the army will move in. All these jokes are the reasons why a lot of people are withdrawing back, when you tell them about Yoruba nation. These jokers, these clowns, old and young, shameless people. Are you with me? These are the people who bring a ridicule to a noble advocacy. Somebody told me, Mayegun, Shomo Mamati, do you know that mama that you are always so fond of? Every time she commented, every time she called in and all of that, I said, Mayegun, she's one of them. I saw her commenting somewhere where they are talking about how they are going to shake Nigeria, how they are bringing army in, how they are bringing this and that in. And the woman was there that no going back. Yes, that's the right thing to do. Tell all our people to go out. We will occupy. We are now occupying. There's no more declaration. I said, see, Temple of Truth is mostly where I am doing my best, okay, to try and fix a lot of people that psychologically Nigeria to destroy you. Sure you get. I'm doing my best on Mayegun's Diary Political to make sure that facts are separated from fiction. But I can only try. Sure you get. I can only try. For those who actually eventually know the truth. See, people contacted and they said, Mayegun, he pay me, oh. He pay me, God, that video where you do about the Yoruba nation and all the fact where you shared. He pay me because as I sat down there, you are just telling me that everything I believed, everything they told me is a lie. And I'm sitting down there and I'm looking at you like, why are you saying all of this, Mayegun? Are you sure? Why don't you call these people and ask them? Why don't you settle your... I don't have a problem with anybody. It's a bunch of clowns. You get what I mean? These are a bunch of psychos who are preying on your vulnerability. And they will prey on you for as long as it takes. Because there are so many of you, even abroad. These jokers will call you, carry flag, give you. What you are doing is that you are validating their what? Their trade. They are taking you nowhere. They are doing nothing that actually in any way connected with Yoruba nation. It's just a franchise. None of them is ready to do any work. None of them. But guess what? If you think I'm just making it up, I'll tell you. The people that you believe control the campaign for Yoruba nation in that aspect, I know them closer. I didn't know them from what you know. I know them one-on-one. Do you get that now? And I won't tell you, I mean, if I should tell you all I know, you probably will feel like, So somebody said that, Mayegun, but you know something? Immediately after your program, I started seeing things clearly. And I am so mad that these clowns, they played me for a year or 2 years. I was actually like, I thought they were doing something. I said, they are not doing anything, no. But you don't have to believe me. You will learn. They will teach you the lesson that will eventually make you realize that you have just been a pawn in their chess table. But don't ever, even no matter how stupid you are, because of Yoruba nation, don't ever listen to clowns that will tell you, go and face those people there. Go and fight there. We are fighting for our rights. They are going to use you to sustain their hustle. You are the pawn in their chess table. But the choice is yours. So if you see all those Ada Ikeja, if you see any link whether they donate money, I'll donate and support. We want lawyers to get them out. But don't ask me questions about them anymore. Am I going about the people that are arrested in Ikeja? If you ask me, you are just asking me to unearth a lot of things that you didn't even ask me. Look at what I just told you now. Simple question of what happened to our brothers arrested in Ikeja? See, I said 5 minutes. I've spent about 15 minutes to tell you the full story around it. And you ask, so don't ask me again. Every time you ask me a question about these guys, I'll tell you the truth about them, and you can do whatever you like with it. Who cares? So thank you very much anyway. I am going to see you some other time, okay? If you are just joining us, remember, or you join us midway, go and watch from the beginning. Usually it's like good from the beginning, sweet in the middle, and fantastic at the end. It's Mayegun's Diary Political. You must have the time to sit back, listen, and take the message. And I'm going to see you some other time. Yeah? Good night.
Máyégún làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Máyégún Diary náà be number one.
Máyégún làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Máyégún Diary náà be number one.
Máyégún ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú.
Máyégún Diary náà be number one.
Lórí Facebook lórí YouTube.
Máyégún Diary náà be number one.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Máyégún já wa sí.
Máyégún Diary náà be number one.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Máyégún Diary náà be number one.
Bó bá ṣe eré àní Máyégún máa wí.
Máyégún Diary náà be number one.
Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Máyégún Diary náà be number one.
Máyégún Diary politico.
Máyégún Diary náà be number one.
Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Máyégún.
Máyégún Diary náà be number one.
Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.
Máyégún Diary náà be number one.
Àní Máyégún làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Máyégún Diary náà be number one.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé. Máyégún ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Bí pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Bí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá ti ń gba rìbá.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Aṣòfin ti ń rúfin o.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o, Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀, Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní má ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣeré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣeré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o, ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
tẹnitẹni ọmọ máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún sọ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. èèpo ọ̀bọ̀lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti dọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán o àkàmù Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lúwẹ̀ túnra kì Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lúwẹ̀ túnra kì o ẹ̀yin bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lúwẹ̀ túnra kì Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lúwẹ̀ túnra kì ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.